Okay, now let's have our second example for washer method or the ring method under volume of solids. Now, our region is bounded by the parabola that is x equals square root of y, and it is also bounded by a line that is x equals y over 2 in the first quadrant, and which revolves about the y-axis to generate a solid. Now let's find the volume of the solid. Now first is, let's see the graph of this function, because what we have here is already the region itself. Okay, so your x equals square root of y, let us use GeoGebra. We have x equals the square root of y. So that's the parabola which opens upward, the half parabola which opens upward. Let's color it blue. Okay, and then let's have the line, and that is y over 2. X equals y over 2. X equals y over 2. There. Oops. This one. Okay, so this, bakit hindi na-touch ang vertex ng parabola dito? So dapat ang parabola natin ay hanggang doon sa 0, 0. So we have the point of intersection here at 0, 0, and the point, it's 0, 0, and then the point of intersection is at 2, 4. Okay, so this is that's the graph of the function. So the region is bounded by the parabola, the half parabola sa kaliwa, and then and this line, and this is axis of revolution is at the y-axis. Okay, so ito yung ating region, and then when the region revolve about the y-axis, so ang itsura ng ating graph is like a shot glass. It's like a shot glass na medyo makapal yung pagka-glass niya dito. Ito yung parang napipill up ng tubig. Itong part na to is yung nalalagyan ng tubig. Okay, and then this is your region. This is the mirror of the region. Okay, and then we use the horizontal strip or horizontal element, because for us to use washer method, kailangan ang element natin ay naka-perpendicular to the axis of revolution, and since ang ating region ay hindi naman nag-touch dun sa axis of revolution, so ang ating element will not touch the axis of revolution. Okay, now ito yung cross section ng ating washer. Now using this, so we have the outer radius, and that is from the right function of the region minus the axis of revolution. That's the outer radius. And then for the inner radius, that it is measured from here, and that is the lower end ng rectangle, or the left boundary ng region. Hanggang saan? Hanggang dito sa axis of revolution. Okay, so the thickness of your disc, your washer, is delta y, since we are using horizontal strip. So all the variables that we will be using must be expressed in terms of y. Okay, now from here dito sa present na dito. Okay, so the equation of our y-axis is x equals 0. That is, yes, x equals 0. So kung i-measure natin simula dito sa right end, right boundary, right curve, or yung right curve, right boundary, or dun sa right end ng rectangle natin, and that is the parabola whose equation is x equals square root of y. That is square root of x, square root of y minus the axis of revolution, and that is minus 0. So your r of y is square root of y minus 0, or simply square root of y. And the inner radius is from here, from the left boundary, or the left curve ng region, and that is the line y over 2 hanggang dito sa axis of revolution, and that is x equals 0. So your inner radius is equal to y over 2 minus 0, or simply y over 2. Okay, so we already have the inner radius and the outer radius, or the cross-sectional area ng ating washer. Now your thickness, or the thickness of the washer, is expressed in terms of y, so that is dy, and the lower limit, so yung ating limit of integration will be from your lower boundary ng region, and that is from 0, simula dito, up to here, hanggang dun. And this line is at y equals 4. Okay. So our lower limit is 0, and then upper limit is 4. Okay. Now let's have the formula. So that is the volume of the solid is equal to V, that is equal to the integral of pi times the outer radius in terms of y, then square, minus the inner radius in terms of y, then square, and then dy evaluated from C to D. Okay, then substitute natin lahat ng values na nakuha natin here. So your first term, or your outer radius, is square root of y, then square, minus your inner radius is y over 2, then square. So simplifying, we have the square root of y square is y, minus y squared is y squared, and then 2 squared is 4. And then integrating y minus y squared over 4 is simply y squared over 2 for the integral ng y. And then we have the integral of y squared over 4 is y cubed over 3 times 1/4 is 1 over 12. And then substitute natin si upper limit at saka si lower limit. So we have 4 square over 2 minus 4 cube over 12 minus pi times 0 square over 2 minus 0 square over 12. So this simply equal to 0 yung ating second term. So this is equivalent to, or the volume of the solid is approximately equal to 8 pi over 3 cubic units. Thank you.